Yes.
Before we wrap up, I'm just getting some details right now from that press conference by IPSOS, and apparently what Tom Wolf has announced that according to their findings, if you'd switch off that earpiece, please, 42% indicate that they would be voting for Raila Odinga, 47% for Uhuru Kenyatta, and 8% undecided. Are you surprised with that?
No, we're not surprised. Actually, what we predicted that all of them are going to be below 50%.
Yes, you
and
did.
It's going to be a tight race. Campaigns just started on Sunday. So they still have a lot of ground to cover to actually convince the remaining 8%.
Yeah. Do you find that for a candidate, especially at this particular point, in as far as polls are concerned, it's better to be lagging behind because then it gives you a push, you work harder, as opposed to having yourself at the very top because you may relax?
Actually, what you looking at those figures, 47% and 42%, nobody should be confident about those figures.
True.
The reason being that you look at Jubilee, for example, their projected figure is 70% plus one. It might be rhetoric, but you also look at Codes 10 million strong, it also converts to around 60%. So now they both have a lot of work to do. And for them to go past the 50% plus one mark, I believe both of them are lagging behind. A difference of 5% does not give anybody any clear advantage. So now the question is, how do you go for this other 8% that is undecided, and how do you eat into these other parties' popularity?
Right.
Yes.
Do you think this will be a runoff election? One that will witness?
All indications are that we're going to go for a runoff.
Yeah.
Given, you see, that is 47, 42 difference. They have not given us the plus or minus. Normally,
Exactly,
which
and
is 3.
there's always that error.
There's always that error of 3. So we are working over a margin of 2%. But then Jubilee should be very worried because the last polls they did, they were very much far ahead. Raila is closing that gap. The president at some point was over 55%. That is comfortable.
Yeah,
but
now
then
NASA
when
has
someone
a team,
has a team, you know, someone narrows you up to a margin of 2%, it's going to be a tough elections.
All right. Thank you very much, Jesse Odoa, Murugi Commander. It has been a pleasure having you with us here on News Center.
Thank you very much.
We want to take you now to Mombasa County. Our Abi again is live for us. Earlier we showed you that report he filed on his trip there on SGR. It's good to see you, Abi. So the president is expected there this